Hey, what's going on, Ray? How you doing today, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Figured we do a little bit of been a couple days. Seems like we've done any live streams. I figured we might as well get on here and do a little bit tonight. There we go. Get this thing adjusted here. How you doing tonight? Hanging in there? Let's see what we got going on here. This is a Gerber Asada. This is actually a co-worker's knife here. So he sent this over to me. He didn't send it over to me. He sent it home with me. He wanted me to put a new edge on it for him. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing tuned up if we can, I guess you could say. No idea what edge, what kind of angle we're going to have on this thing. It seems like we are very aggressive. So that's 17. Seems to be taking it off somewhat well. Getting by. I had my new Spidey show up yesterday. What one did you get again? I can't remember what one you said. I know you already had the Rex 121. So that's exciting. The new knife day is always a good day. Knives, Lives, and Locks. I do like it. That's a good name there, Ray. Jimmy Crow, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. G10 Rex 121 had the FR on it. So you got both of them. Man, that's what I'm talking about. So you're set up now. You got the whole entire T-Rex family. That's crazy. You must really like the Sage 5 on that one. I'm holding out for that new the 15V Manix 2 lightweight. I've seen the Spyderco is going to be dropping for too long, and I'm definitely excited for that one. That sounds sweet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be really cool. They even have a new Sage 6 coming out, and it has like the button actuated compression lock, like the of course the Smock does. So that's pretty cool too. Whole family of baby arms. The Sage 6 with S9B is what I'm getting next. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. That's gonna be pretty cool. The I'm holding out for my K390 bug out reblade. Don't blame me one bit there, buddy. I got a package coming your way, Jimmy. Here for too long. I just got to get to the post office and send it out. Monday, they're obviously going to be closed tomorrow, and it's going to be colder than cold Tuesday. So I highly doubt I can talk Miss Carryandcut into going to the post office for me. But they also had that new knife coming out, and it was like a paraframe. It's like I don't even know how they did it. If it's like 3D printed or what, but it's overpriced. But I can't help myself. It does seem pretty expensive. It's like almost $300 for the S90V, and I feel like it'd probably be pretty good though. I don't even know last time I've seen a Spyderco knife with S90V, to be honest with you. 23 people in here, got 4 likes. Appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Yeah, I figured we just get on here tonight and do a little bit of a live stream before the next football game comes on. We've been crazy busy all day with basketball, so we've been running around all over the place. Man, I forgot to get my daughter's iPad to read comments today too, so I gotta look up and read off the phone. So hopefully I don't miss anything. Uh-oh, I hear a little one coming down. Is that you, Ray? Are you? Okay, you can come downstairs. Ooh, so pretty. You do look so pretty. Got the little one out here with me now. If it's what I want, it's like I'm getting all forgetting it. It's okay, honey. If it's what I want and like, then I'm all forgetting it. Yeah. Don't ride it tonight, honey. Just play down here, okay? Just I don't want you to get hurt. But yeah, I'm definitely about for that too. If it's something that you want, then you might as well go and get it. That's for sure. There's a couple things that I really want, and I feel like I should probably save up and buy. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I really have been looking at the McNeese knives. The Mac call that a knife. This is a knife. Barney Rebel. How's it going, Barney? Thanks for stopping by and saying what's up. Appreciate it. But I'm kind of torn between the McNeese, the whatever it is, the Mac PM2 3.5, or the what the heck is it, or a Chris Reed of some sort. Cyber Chris just got a wicked edge sharpening system. Not going back to my Japanese stones. Really, I've heard those things are really sweet. 04 Hemi, what's going on, Nick? Appreciate you stopping by. Cyber Chris, do you like it though? Is it pretty cool? So what, were you strictly freehand before? Now you're going directly back to, well, just to the wicked edge, or what? It's amazing, dude. What is less amazing is the price tag. Definitely less amazing on the price tag for the wicked edge. That is for sure. I've heard those things are definitely expensive. But I've never really had any sort of experience with the sharpening system, pretty much other than stones, and then of course the work sharp. That's about all that I have. But I do a leg up on the competition. Carryandcut has no competition but himself. An edge up on the competition. That is for sure. I am my own worst enemy. That is for sure. Try to find the time to do something. That is it. But what's going on, Neil? I think it says edge. Getting the edge on the competition, something like that. I think that's what I put on the title. Not kind of edgy. Let's see it. Get it. Edge. Putting a new edge. You need a. You can have that chair, honey. Okay. All right. You can put it over there. Where do you want it? Right there? Okay. All right. Be careful, okay? I had to help a little with the baby stations. Get everything figured out. You teasing me? Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. What do you think about this Gerber knife right here? It's a pretty sweet little knife, really. You got aluminum on the one side, and of course it's a stainless steel frame lock, but it is pretty interesting design. Big old nasty looking cleaver on it, with the biggest front finger tool I've ever seen in my life. It feels really strange. Normally I have my other daughter's iPad here, and like I listen to myself. It's kind of weird with no noise whatsoever going on. We're off work Tuesday and Wednesday due to incoming snow and ice, so I might be able to carry and cut my way into a vertical then. I like that little fixie. Where? I ain't got one out right now. But that was pretty cool though. You guys get work off. They get to pay you for those days off. Well, the only little fixed blade that I have, it's upstairs. I don't even have it on me. Normally, I've been carrying it every single day, but I've actually kind of put it on the back burner of some sorts. Nope, this is a once I flip it over here, I'm about to flip it to the other side. You'll see what I'm talking about. It does have a pretty interesting over travel stop on it too, so that's a pretty cool little design. This is the Gerber Asada. One of my buddies I work with, he bought this over at Smoky Mountain Knife Works when he went to Myrtle Beach or something. On his way home, he stopped in Tennessee and got it. Pretty cool little backstory on it, but it is a tiny little pocket cleaver, and it has the strongest, not detent, but like the hardest closing action to get this lock bar over. It is incredibly stiff. Yeah, we don't get paid off unless it's a vacation or a holiday. That's unfortunate. I don't either. We finally just got paid holidays for the first time in ever, which is pretty crazy for the union too. I just made a custom for Titanium Justin. It has a 4-inch blade, and since he loves finger tools, I cut 3 in the blade and left him about 1 inch of blade. That's the Gerber flat iron right there. I thought it was the Gerber Asada. Not too sure. It could be. Took off Monday and Tuesday. Worried about the pipes freezing. -8 is crazy cold. Yeah, it's going to be really. They were saying wind chills up in like the -25s around here. I think the actual temperature is going to be like not too sure, but I mean in single digits, like maybe 2 degrees or something like that. But it is going to be crazy cold. That is for sure. So, of course, I work indoors though. I'm not outdoors this time of year anymore. I tried the EDC fixed blade thing. It's just not for me. My EDC needs just don't require it, and they're much more awkward to put away than a folder. Yeah, I like the if you can like pocket carry an EDC fixed blade, it's different. This is the first vertical you've done in a minute that had less than 100 people in it, but I'm sure your crowd will show up before long. I get a lot less population in mine. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on if the title's misleading or what, but the last like 4 I've done, I've had a crazy audience, which is, like my first couple were pretty slow, and then all of a sudden, heck, I was having 200 people there at one point in time, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, still good. Glad to see the normal faces names. Really do appreciate it. But you do have the voice of a golden hawk that sound that in that soothing work sharp. The voice of a golden hawk. I think I'd be definitely wouldn't make it as a radio person. I'll tell you that. But I get the whole idea of the fixed blade EDC. I get it, but it's definitely a for the ease of use, I guess you could say it's a pretty good idea. But if you can have one small enough to, they are weird, that's for sure. They're definitely weird. But if you can have a small enough fixed blade that you can comfortably carry in your pocket, like I'm not the biggest fan of like hip carrying them, which that's the only means I have right now because my leatherworking hobby is not yet taken off. So once I get my leatherworking skills up to par and I can make a pocket fixed blade sheath, I'm going to be all over it. I never know if it's going to be 7 people or 70 in mine. Can't figure out a rhyme or reason. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I feel like every time I put something about like a subscriber or something like that in the title, it just doesn't pan out well for me. Maybe it's the thumbnail too, throwing people off. I have no idea. Could be. Definitely could be. But I figure YouTube be popping right now. I know TikTok finally did come back around, but with the whole TikTok scare going, it was going to be popping off here. Free Herman giveaway. There you go. I carry a Solid Buster Jr. leather belt sheath and love it. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I have a like a sheath for my Leatherman too on my belt, but I don't ever carry that thing anymore. It just kind of sits. I have to get Steven to send me a Sting. Yeah, Herman Sting by the Lanyard Man giveaway. He said he wants to send it to me. I have to experience it. He said. I got more likes than we do people watching. That is crazy. See you, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by, Neil. Have a great night. If I don't see you, hopefully I'll let this go for about an hour or so. So if I see you again, if not, we'll catch you on the next one, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it. $18 people. There we go. We might get a little burst in people here, hopefully. What's everybody's opinion on Chris Reeves' knives, though? Say I really want to this year maybe invest in one of the more of a Grail knife, I guess you could say, whether that be like a McNeese knife or a Pender, or maybe even a Chris Reeve. Though not too sure which route I want to take, but I definitely would like to get into one of them here sometime, some point in time. Or just keep chasing all the Spydercos too. That might be a safe bet too. Of course, there's always going to want to be Spydercos I want. You're making me want to sharpen there, and definitely fire it up, man. Get them out, get them going. Just popping in to say hey from Cancun. Hope all is good, brother. Nick Leppert. Hopefully you're enjoying the beach, buddy. Drink margarita for me. Too lazy to watching football, sick on the couch. Oh, not good. Yeah, I'm about to be watching football here after I get done with this. After we sharpen this one, I would like to have a Sabenza. Yeah, they're definitely cool. I know the action on the knives isn't like everything. And of course, I'm used to all the fall shut sort of cool stuff that goes on with a lot of Spydercos and stuff, but I think it would be pretty cool to get a Sabenza at the same time, or just really any. I like the on a lot. That's another one of the models they have, and it's pretty sweet. I just bought it today, anxious to have it in my hands. What'd you buy? Did you get a Chris Reeve, or what'd you get? Hidalgo Martin. Work Sharp. Oh, yeah. Work Sharp. They're definitely cool. You're going to love it. Definitely get a lot of good use out of them. And I have knocked out a lot of knives on this one setup right here. Get my, do you really? That is awesome. Aaron, that is really cool. Pair 315V. Did you get the G10 model then, I'm assuming? I seen the pair 3, greetings from Spain, greetings. I seen this knife right here, the pair 3 lightweight on Blade Binge yesterday for $140, which is cheaper than what you could got them for brand new, which is pretty impressive. Highest state better win by 100. Our people decided to take down our support the troops flag to put up a Notre Dame flag. That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy, Nick. G10, that is going to be cool. Bet you're stoked on that. I kind of wish I would have waited to get the G10 one, but at the same time, I don't know if it, I don't know. I do like the idea of the full length liners, you know what I'm saying? And the G10 doesn't really bother me. It'd be something I'd want to change out in the future anyway, but it still would be cool. I really want to get some of those applied weapons technology scales for my for the and aftermarket support for the clamp makes a huge difference on these. Yeah, definitely they do. Mix Slappy. I definitely want to get that support for these. I've been looking at them. Just have yet to see to buy one. Boo, Ohio State from Aaron. No way. I know they're really cheap and inexpensive too to get a support for these. That's going to be next on the list. I just need to buy one. I saw where they're bringing out new models of 15V. Yeah, I did see that too, Jimmy. I think they had a micro Jimbo, but I'm got my eye on that Mannix 2 lightweight. I've already got it on DLT Trading to send me an email when it comes out. I'm definitely going to be buying it. Etsy, I got one. James Thorne. Yeah, James Thorne. That's pretty cool. I need to get one. I seen him on Etsy actually. And what technique do you use to sharp work? Sharp push pull. I just kind of do the. I like to stay in somewhat of one direction. I know there's people have their own preference. The $156 Mannix is banging. Yeah, I'm definitely buying that. That is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be the next one in my collection, but I'm definitely going to be buying that. But sorry, Hidalgo. I like to just kind of stay in one direction, I guess. You don't have to. I mean, as long as you're hitting the apex and creating a burr, I guess that's really the only thing that you need to be worried about, I guess you could say. But I like to do somewhat of a whole length of the blade. You could switch it up, but I just like to get an even scratch pattern. I feel like that's a very important thing. A consistent scratch pattern, and just work your way through the progressions and start a burr. I feel like my stones are a little wore out. Definitely gonna need to upgrade the stones because I have ate a whole lot of steel with these things. That is for sure. Nice, man. Thanks. No problem. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for commenting. Make sure you like and subscribe. Really would appreciate it, buddy. I feel the sweep back and forth is the best. Yep. I agree with you, Aaron. The Civivi Elementum 2 Desert Warriors and next for me. That's a good one. The Elementum, if you've never had an Elementum, they are super, super nice, just in hand. They're really useful, great blade shape, great size for a lot of people. I feel like that's why it's so Kilolamas. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it. And how are you doing? Good afternoon. But yeah, the Civivi Elementum is just a really good one. The 15V Native 5. Yeah, that would be a cool one. I've never actually used the Native 5. Of course, the little Native, I've done some videos on those. But I'm sure it's a really nice knife too. Even I'm not the biggest fan of the backlock. I mean, of course, I have backlocking knives from Spyderco. I'm not going to say it's a deal or no deal, like a deal breaker for me, but I think we need to. This is another thing, Hidalgo, when you're getting, like, I already have a burr started on this side of the knife down from, like, this knife really doesn't have much of a belly, but from here over, I already have a pretty good burr started, so I really just need to focus here towards the tip, whoop, and not throw the dang rod everywhere. That's going to be important. But just getting a consistent bevel, consistent burr is really what you're after. But 15V in general, great stuff. And I was really surprised in how easy it was to sharpen it. And I mean, even MagnaCut too. I was really surprised in how easy it was to sharpen that stuff too. I feel like sometimes S30V gives me the most trouble sharpening. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I'm not really sure why, but a great way to finish up your blade with work sharp. Put a bit of polishing compound with ceramic stone. Yeah, I could see that. I've heard of people doing that. Maybe we could try that up on this one. I have some 1.5 micron diamond compound we could put on it and see what it does. Yeah, I feel like once you get into the Spyderco rabbit hole, it's kind of hard to get out of for some reason. At least it is for me. I'm stuck on the 15V, and I want to get. Really wish I could have got the standard Mannix 2 in it. Just the prices on it was pretty crazy for what you're getting. And I'm quickly becoming a fan of the lightweight models too. They're not bugging me one bit being the lightweight. I have no idea even what steel is on this. Spyderco's heat treat is no joke. Yeah, I think that 15V is like in the 67 or something like that. I don't like the FRN scales, to be honest. Yeah, the FRN scales, they're not my favorite, but they get the job done. And of course, I'm looking to get some applied weapons technology aluminum scales for my lightweight pair 3. Hopefully here sometime soon. That's going to make the really transform the knife. I even have some scales coming for my Delica too here coming really soon. Hopefully, trying to team up with a scale maker here and do some videos for him. But we're getting there. Amen, brother. Spyderco is my new favorite. 4 in the last month. It's a sickness. The K390 is 65, which I didn't know it was that hard. That's pretty impressive. James Torn, wish we had some aftermarket scales for the Gerber Sadulo. Jim Cox, I just put some applied weapons technology blemish scales on a Deca. $40, 10 for laser engraving. That's pretty cool. But I've seen, definitely seen that they have some blemish. And I wonder, what is the blemish on yours? Is it even noticeable? That's what I wonder, because I've seen even like Flytanium does like garage sales, and you can get some really cool scales for cheap on there. Couldn't find a blemish. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Crazy how that works out. They must have a pretty good quality control team over there. They don't mess around, obviously. Yeah, Jimmy Crow, huge fan of the K390, that's for sure. Please remember to hit that like button. Really do appreciate it, guys. Really do appreciate that, Nick. Thanks for putting that up there. Help push this video out there, get a little bit of an audience going. All right, I feel like we're almost to the apex here on this tip. Spyderco Shaman or the Smock. Yeah, I just recently did get a Shaman too. So this is the CTS XHP with the black one in micarta. This is yeah, pretty cool. Really do love this one. Great to have it in the collection. The Smock is a really cool knife too. Wish I could have got my hands on that. What is it? The Rex? Was it Rex 76 or Rex 45? I think it was Rex 45. Spyderco, we suck. What, honey? Ooh, did you get your? Sure.
You do have two of them.
Yep.
Two.
Rex 45. Yeah, that's what it was. And that was definitely a pretty cool one. And it was for a good price, too. I mean, that's a super awesome steel. And I seen they came out with a Rex 76 PM2. That would have been a cool one to get into also. It had like a really cool, like a brick pattern on the gray G10. It was pretty cool looking blade. Blade and handle. Definitely different. All right, I think we're right there. I have a carbon fiber Native 5 S9V with terrible centering, and it's not a second. Yeah, that's annoying. Tenacious and M4. That's a good buy there, Jimmy. Almost there. A little bit more on this front. I feel like the edge bevels are wonky on this knife right here. But if I could talk Miss Carryandcut into going to Colorado to buy some knives, man, I would definitely be all over it. That is for sure. M4 is another steel that I have no experience with, actually. I'd love to get into something like that. How about crew wear? Love crew wear. That's actually a good thing. I'm actually carrying my PM2 and crew wear right here, and this thing took an incredibly sharp edge. This is a 600 grit edge on here with of course finished on a 1.5 micron strop, and this thing is wicked sharp. I'm a huge fan of crew wear. This is actually probably my favorite steel, if I had to say. I'm really, really impressed with it. Had it for a long time. Anyone else catch Pete's video about the polished Rex 121? I did see that. Yeah, I did watch that one actually. Pretty cool. He went through all the different sharpening on there. That was pretty cool. That's Cedric and Ada. Pretty awesome channel there. If you guys haven't seen that one. All right, let's go ahead and give this thing a flip. And let's go ahead and switch over to the 600. We're going to go ahead and definitely going to take whoever's advice that was, talk about putting a polishing compound on the ceramic. We're going to try that out there. Put some 1.5 micron on the ceramic and see what it does. Try to knock that burr off right there a little bit. Rex is bananas. I did a 15 degree on my lightweight and hated it. 17 to 18 is about where you want to be. What was your factory edge angle? I feel like when I did mine, that my pair of 3 lightweight, man, the edge angle was like lower than low. I mean, it was like 14 and a half degrees. I would definitely agree with you there, Jimmy. Of course, if you're looking at like a stainless property, of course, then crew wear is not going to be for you. But and all the toughness and edge, edge retention is going to be key on those two. Of course, with crew wear, I feel like the edge stability that you get out of crew wear is a big deal. Yeah, I could see that definitely. A wooden scale knife for his birthday. Yeah, well, tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, Nick, so I really don't think that the package is going to come tomorrow. I'm thinking Tuesday is probably going to be when it's going to be here just because of the holiday. I forgot all about that. So last time I checked, it was still sitting in Columbus, so it should be here. I love D2, so stainless doesn't matter to me. Yeah, D2 still is a really good steel. I'm definitely not, back when D2 was like the, D2 was the stuff to have, that's for sure. Of course, nowadays, but I mean, for the everyday knife person, you know, unless you're a steel snob, you're definitely not going to have to worry. D2 is going to do you just fine. I feel like a lot of the steels just kind of get pushed to the wayside because all the new stuff coming out, but it is not anything bad, that's for sure. Yep, no mail tomorrow. That's what I figured. I was going to drop some packages off tomorrow at the mail at the post office, but I said, oh shit, that ain't going to happen. Wood scales are not as durable. Just had a buddy put his Civivi out of his pocket with the scales were busted and the pocket clip was gone. Yeah, the there's definitely some downfalls to it, I guess you could say, to some of the wooden scales, but they're still not a bad option, I guess. But I like what you said, how you said that non-knife people, especially if he's not going to like hard use the thing. I don't think you're going to have any problem with that whatsoever. With all due respect, I would just consider an American knife. Yeah, that's something that he can carry with pride. I'm all for it. I've I haven't bought a Chinese OEM knife in a while. I've been trying to stay more American made if I can. I know it's hard. You know, you're not going to be collecting 100 pocket knives a year if you're trying to stay you know, American made, but it is still a good idea to shop American made if you can, which I know it is hard, and I get it. I feel like a lot of Spyderco models are a good value for what you get, or even, you know, Japanese made knives, or even Taiwan. At the same time, those are still good and have really good manufacturing practices. It's a pain for the pocket for sure. I've been a really big fan of micarta here lately. I know everybody loves titanium, and I like it too, but I'm a big fan of micarta at the same time. This is a really well. This is G10 here, but this is really cool 3D mill G10. I feel like it's all depends on like the actual, if it's a flat design, if there's some kind of contouring, you know. Kansept design, yeah, Kansept's a really good company too. I feel like they have some good stuff. I just can't stop looking at those McNeese the Mac 2 3.5. That thing is the sweetest looking knife to my. I love it. So hopefully, if we can ever get this monetization thing going for YouTube, all the money is going to be going to that one. TRM has the nicest G10 I've seen. Yeah, TRM is really cool. The Bulldog has a really awesome G10. Aluminum and carbon fiber are my least favorite. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of carbon fiber, but I really do like that the 80s camo carbon that they came out with. But the Bulldog has really nice G10. And the Atom, it has really grippy. It's just different than like Spyderco's G10, you know what I'm saying, in some sense. I don't know. It just has a good grip to it. And yeah, the Atom here, this is like a safe queen, I guess you could say. This is a knife that I'd never carry. It just kind of sits here, and hopefully one day I'm going to be getting some titanium scales for this thing. But that's on the back burner for now. But that's going to be a pretty cool build once I get there. I'm not going to buy a knife because it's from China. If it's decent, I'll buy it. Yeah, definitely. I like that. That's definitely a good way to look at it. As a lefty, I don't really like liner locks or frame locks. Compression back access button locks are great for me though. I had to buy some of those Walmart fake bug outs. I'm not disappointed. I actually never did get to experience one of those Ozark trail knives. Asher, yeah, Asher makes great knives for sure. Null knives. There's some other cool ones. What's that other brand? I can't think of what the heck it is. I really want to get into Kunwu too. Kunwu knives seem like they're really nice. There's definitely some great offerings out there. That's for sure. But I get why manufacturing prices are so much, and I get why that prices are high on some of this stuff. But like that's why I like looking at TRM. You know, they're a great American-made company. Their prices are affordable. You know, and they're helping out American families and stuff like that. It's more than I don't know, something with some integrity behind it, and they stand behind all their products too, which is pretty impressive to me. They beat most gas station knives. I have never had a gas station knife. I can actually say that. I did see Kaiser was coming out with. I think it was no, it was Kershaw was coming out with some of them crazy like rainbow anodized knives. Looks like something you would get at the gas station. Devo knives. That's what I was trying to talk about. Devo, is that Lefty EDC's brand? I think it is. Yeah, Devo knives seem really cool too. That pony style was really cool. But Asher, they do have great knives too. They have great handle materials also. It's like you get a pretty good bang for your buck when you're dealing with Asher knives for sure. All right, see if we can knock this burr off one more time. And then let's try to put some of that polishing compound on this and see what it does. So we got 1.5 micron. Let's go ahead and take this out of here so I can look at it. 1.5 micron diamond compound here. And a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. Wish I had a razor blade with me. I think I do. how these things work. This stuff is easier to spread with razor blade than anything else. I was real surprised with the CJR Pyrite Light S90V. I tested the steel with XRF and Rockwell. Compared with when the spec and hardness was 60.75, great knife for less than $80. That is pretty impressive. Sorry, guys. Yeah, CJRB is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. They're I have the Hectare, and I have another one too. I can't think of what that one's called. The Echo. I just checked out Kershaw's website to see the rainbow knife and mistakenly found a knife that is released. The entire handle is rainbow trout. Yeah, that one's cool. It's the that's the Leak, Kershaw Leak. If you guys have never had a Leak, that is a great American-made knife right there for a reasonable price. And they have a whole bunch of steel options. So if you can't find something you like on there, then we got this thing sufficiently loaded up. That's for sure. We got a bunch of compound on there. Reapers, knives, and more. Sick of the pyrite. Sick of hearing about it. I've been crammed down our throats. Yeah, I've never even have had a pyrite actually. I did buy my brother a pyrite light for Christmas this year, but reapers, knives, and more. Does your work sharp clamp wiggle when you pressure down to sharpen? I've heard that's a common problem with those. It does. Um, it's definitely it is a problem, I guess you could say. But there is things you can remedy it with. You can get you can get like a support for that actual work sharp, and it seems to help a lot. But I do not have one of those. All right, so we have that's pretty cool. I have one of those old rainbow leaks from many years ago, probably somewhere in the toolbox. Okay, so we got the 1.5 polishing, 1.5 micron polishing compound on this ceramic here, and let's see what it does to this thing. If we can get it in the holder, like so. All right, but I just like to keep my thumb under it for the most part. Looks like it's just gunking it up on there. Might not have been the play. The KME, yeah, definitely KMEs are really, for those without a giant collection, the Harbor Freight mini toolboxes make a great storage for cheap. Yeah, I definitely want to get into one of those. I was just looking at the little toolboxes. And I definitely want to get one of those. The KME sharpener, that is a great one though. That is definitely something that I want to get, is one of those KMEs one day. Hopefully one day. I feel like I put a little too much of that compound on there. Might not have been the play. Let's see if we can wipe some of this off. Probably wouldn't have hurt to let it dry a little bit. Really, really recently have used the, where came me out of, actually. Or like, I guess, where do you return them to? That's a important part there. Yeah, definitely would have been a little better if I would give it some time to dry. That's for sure. I should have put it on earlier in the process. Hopefully, put it on the strop, it'll even it out a little bit. But it is a good concept, though. Definitely will give him that. I feel like it probably is doing something. It's probably just a little bit cloudy right now. USA, give me a second. I'll look up where specifically. Yeah, not a problem.
What is that noise?
Probably mommy or sissy walking around upstairs. Yeah, we're going to go up in a minute, honey. Okay?
No.
We're going to go watch football with mom. No. Let's see what it does to this side. My Kershaw leak, I lost one of the pocket clips to it, the screws, and I cannot find another screw that will work on it to save my life. I have looked through every single screw that I've ever had on any other knife, and none of them will work on the actual leak for some reason. And by the way, I got a video coming out tonight at 6 o'clock on the Sage 5, so make sure you guys are staying tuned for that one. Really would appreciate it if you stop by that video and give it a thumbs up. Got a review on that one. We definitely took on some metal on there. Look how dark that got. Definitely should have let that dry though. That was definitely gonna be my bad on that one. Shouldn't affect nothing though. All right, let's see what we got here. But I quote, "Made in USA with parts and labor." Heck yeah, I bet it has to be. Yeah, I know that it's definitely a good brand though. From all I've read about it and all I've seen. See if we can wipe some of this crud off here on the blade, off the blade. The Sage 5 is a perfect EDC knife. The Sage 6 will be even better. Don't have to build a compression lock. I seen it was really cool. I seen a left-handed pair 2 that with a smock button on it. It was a left-handed pair 2 with a like a button lock. It was pretty cool. It was on Blade Binge yesterday for like $150. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and clean this thing off a little bit, and we will do strop this thing. So this is the same strop I got loaded with 1.5 micron, the same polishing compound. There is a slight belly on this knife. It's kind of like a weird cleaver sheep's foot kind of combo. And one of these next ones, I'm going to sharpen. Probably going to be sharpening that holy nerd right there. I think that would be a pretty cool next video to do. Definitely sticky sharp on that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my paper's already pretty cut into. Yep, we definitely tuned it up pretty good. Hopefully, old Chuck, sometimes he pops into these live streams, but hopefully he likes that edge. So we got a 600 grit on this one, and we yeah, finished it on the 1.5 diamond micron. I had a smaller hand, some Spyderco compression locks bite me. Talking about a hard knife to disengage, this thing is wicked hard on your fingers. But I'm a big fan of compression locks, though. Of course, I got the that dude right there, the PM2. I got two PM2s. Where'd the brass one go? Got the that PM2 there, and then the pair of 3, the Shaman, and the Yojimbo. That's another good one that has the compression lock. I think these are the only compression lock Spydercos that I have, but my the Yojimbo has definitely the best action of all the Spydercos that I have. Definitely sweet. This thing is razor sharp too. I actually freehanded this one. This has a 1200 grit edge on it, and it is extremely sharp. I think I actually yeah, I think I did strop this one on the 1.5 micron too. Been a while since I've actually put it on the strop. This is a very cool knife though. The tips bend really easily though, so if you're not careful or you drop the dang thing, then you're gonna have a bent tip on you, and that is not a fun time right there. KME Sharpeners located in Kentucky. They made knife sharpening systems. Pretty cool. But yeah, Shaman's always a good one though. Really do love that one. I know a lot of people get rid of that little nubbin right there, and so it's a little easier on the close. I guess you could say it doesn't bonk your finger when it comes down through there. I guess that could you know, affect some people. And I feel a lot of people, they actually have like kind of bad action with their Shamans too for some reason. But this one came really good out of the factory. And I've carried this one a good bit, but not a crazy amount. Never had disassembled this either. This is yeah, right out of the box, pretty fall shut. Still get the finger, you know, reverse flick, and even the front flip. That's my favorite part about the Shaman. You can hit that front flip on it. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I think we're going to get off here and go spend some time with family. But we will see you guys on the next one. Really do appreciate you stopping by and watching. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you guys check out that video coming out tonight at 6 o'clock, though. Really do appreciate it. Custom service was top notch. Yep, we will see you guys later. Nick, thanks for watching. Reaper's Knives, really appreciate it. Jim Cox, Jimmy Crow, Ray, of course, can't forget Ray. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, see you guys on the next one later. Later, all.